Hello, how's it going?
Going good. How you
I'm good. Uh, I'm gonna start with the intro, then I'm gonna have you introduce yourself. You ready?
doing?
All right. Hey, independent trailblazers and musical mavericks. This is Over Mustang coming at you from Aura-Genz, the epic center of independent artistry. Today, we're diving into the world of unbridled creativity, where our guest isn't just here to talk shop, they're here to light a fire under your independent spirit. They showcasing their own unique journey, shining a radiant spotlight on a collective of indie artists who are fearlessly carving their own path. From the raw authenticity of acoustic ballads to the electrifying energy of the underground beats. We're celebrating the tenacity and innovation of independent artists who dares to dream big. So my fellow creators and champions of the unseen, get ready to be inspired, get ready to break molds, because today we're unleashing a wave of artistic freedom that bounds to redefine the industry. Let's dive in and make some magic happen. Go ahead.
What's up, y'all? Growchild. Yes, and artist, good, good, so, I'm already
Shout out to you. In the last hour or so, I was having your music in rotation, and so far, I'm really impressed. Um, I like your creativity. I like the efforts you put into your skits, to your music videos. Is all around pretty much entertaining. I haven't came across one song that I thought was bad yet, so I think you definitely got something.
thanks.
No problem. Uh, Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Um, I've been making music. Uh, I got graphic, serious. One day I just tried it. And go back and just fell in love with it. Around my family, they've been playing music all the time. Like music was always there. My father, my older sister, my little sister. I'm the only one that can't sing.
Hmm.
But yeah, I just been doing music since I was like, I didn't really start releasing music until 2017, and then I took a hiatus and I came back. Now here we are.
You know, now it makes sense. I was like, for somebody that's, starting from the bottom, is like the one thing you happen to know is with a lot of people that starting from the bottom, they don't really sound like they have it all figured out, if you know what I'm saying. But listening to your music, I was like, yo, this motherfucker's undercover. This nigga, you know, uh, not, I'm just saying it as in the sense of a joke, as saying like, you sound hella professional. Like you figure out your sound, you figure out, your flow, your style, confident. So now it makes sense just hearing a little bit, of your backstory that, you come from a musical family. Uh your interest always been there and you've been tapping in and tapping out with music since then.
Yeah. Uh, like, I would say like, this is my time. This is on that honestly,
Yeah, I feel you. Shout out to them. From and let me get this straight. So you said your friend helped produce your EP or album?
what he didn't help me. He did.
Okay. Okay. Um, and has this been a relationship y'all had since the start?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, from what I'm hearing so far, It seems like, you got a nice formula, a nice structure set up, and it's working.
Yeah.
Definitely with the exposure. So how you go about marketing promotion?
One day I was promoting everything. So, but put the house wanted to to a point where I put more money
Yeah, and do you ever test out your music overseas?
yeah, more would judge would be but so far it's not bad.
So people was rocking with you down there? You just started making my waves.
I think right now water
Mm.
again.
And when you promote on social media, do you use the location?
Uh, yeah, I think for the most part, if I put my location, it's most of the time I either put Texas or I put Austin, Texas. That's where I'm based out of. That's
Okay. So
but
I'll also oh, go ahead, finish. What are you
no,
about
you
to say?
good.
I was gonna
But
say I
yeah,
recommend. Oh, go.
you say you recommend what?
No, go ahead. What you was about to say?
Oh, that was it. I ain't read no more.
Okay. What I was gonna say was I recommend trying out like different locations, uh, like testing out your music. Like hip hop is growing down with Japan, for example. So, right now they're taking a lot of references uh, from like, the culture around here. So it would be a good opportunity to showcase, what other music that we got coming from the United States, such as, your independent artist on the ground. Uh, what other sounds that they could fuck with or potentially want to collaborate. So when you
I
use
might,
these different locations, it's always going since you know how the algorithm, you know what the algorithm is, right?
yeah.
So since we know that exists, think of the location as already a set amount of like a population. Like for example, the difference between like Philadelphia and then like PA. But one of the pros that you have as an artist, since like we know how our culture is structured, we know how we would judge, you know, based on the independent artist. Maybe it's about his following base, all this extra shit that we don't really need. When it comes to outside of the United States, they don't necessarily do that because they're not accustomed to our culture. So they're most likely going to be willing to judge you based off your talent.
I'll definitely put
So,
that inside.
so I would definitely take advantage while you can, when you're able to promote your music over there. And then, they just be able to judge you for, your music itself. Uh, my, my last advice for, uh, promoting too, take advantage of what your music evolve. So if you got like a love song or whatever, promote it at like, love spots. That's mostly typically like a commercial successful sound when you make like love songs. So they can be played anywhere. So like on vacation spots, uh, you know, anywhere that people going to celebrate that type of energy. Uh, Same thing, if you got a more like upbeat or you talk about like certain issues, you can take advantage of posting these at like certain, locations. Like if you got a song that, make people feel good, post it at like barbershops and shit. No problem. Um, Bringing this back to you, what exactly was the turning point, inspire you to, get back and making this serious for music?
Um, think it was, I think it was always there. I think I tried to like my first thing was playing football, but like, but I was finding myself being video.
No,
Remember, like, um, everybody was like, people are like, it made me feel like I was watching stuff like, well, yo, like,
mm,
authentic, you know, and I remember watching that video and I always go back to it when I get basic in a way, but also
mm.
it's just like, it makes you know, like, that your music is bigger than just your music. People live their life with their music. So, like, one of my rich fans, one of my rich when I hear this song. But yeah, that video was pretty
I think you brought up a good point. So I'm curious, when it comes to your music, do you have some examples of what message you will leave in your song?
yeah, like, first song on the album, um, like, people are always
Mm,
father, myself, or just, I love it. I don't want to lose myself in the conversation. Or another song is, uh, patience. Like, patience, it's song is, right? You know, like, saying that I'm gonna drop this, saying that it's on the way. And I keep trying to be patient, but yeah, I think it's just, uh, either it's overthinking or just the way that I feel about it or um, also like having faith in myself. So a lot of my songs, like the whole album, like each song has a meaning.
that's what's up. And, hearing more about it, being a first time listener, just like jumping into your album, I didn't have no expectations. So, listening to the first hit, I was like, damn. I was like, oh. At first it was like, light punches, like, yo, where's your music? Where's your music? And then, later in the skit, people started talking their shit like, yo, you're just a fraud. You're not really from the streets. I was like,
Yeah,
damn.
that's an actual
Um,
voice from my brother.
oh shit. Yeah, that's funny as
Like,
shit.
actual voice message from my brother. We was talking and he was explaining to me like how he felt with music, and then literally went into so when the fuck are you dropping? You've been saying that shit forever. It took me 7 years to release
Yo, shout out to him. Shout out to
it. Yeah, Tommy Song, Frank Lucas, James, it was it's great time. Lounge, like they're all on the album in some way, shape, or form. Whether they're on the beginning of the album or on that interlude.
hmm
On that interlude, that's with all my friends like in my album.
Yeah, shout out to that. Just hearing the amount of love and passion that you have around you from your friends and your family. Even to the point when like they give you that energy to encourage you to be in your bag. I'm curious, is your goal to you know, form a label, or do you look forward to like getting signed to a label?
Um, honestly, I ain't never really gave it thought. I just make the music and then whatever things start doing for me. I try not to think on that too much. Just focus on this. Everything else that was coming to fruition will come to fruition. If I was to get signed by a label, I guess I would possibly with it. I mean, a lot of people do it independently, like, and it is a
Hmm.
way, um, and like just to see. But I wouldn't be afraid of having a conversation of being on a label either. It just really depends on like doing what is best for me and making sure that like whoever I do sign with or whatever I do sign with, that like I'm not only adequately taken care of, but like my music is taken care of too.
Hmm. That's understandable. And I'm curious when it came to live performance. Do you have any experience?
Yes. I've done a couple of live performances. I think that's the biggest thing that I want to do.
Oh,
I feel like I have performed yet, but I have done a couple of shows. That is definitely something more that I want to see about. So I think that would be the big thing for me.
and how was your experience performing live?
It was great. I mean, I ain't never had nobody come up to me and tell me I was ass yet, so I want to say we on the right track. um, I will say like I do think that I do need to rehearse a lot more because sometimes I can like get in my head and then like I don't know. I feel like other artists might agree, but like sometimes I'll be forgetting my verse or like I'll
Mm.
be forgetting what I'm gonna say. And I do remember doing one performance and I like freestyle because I didn't know my verse, but then I got it back and then went right back into it, um, just making it work.
Yeah.
But I'm my biggest critic.
You said what?
I be my biggest critic, so like I was
Mm.
definitely like, oh hell no, that cannot happen again.
Mm. Okay. So, uh, from the artists that I came across, they all got their own method, but it seemed to rely on like muscle memory. For example, what's Bill's Bomb? He had to rap through the first, lyrics of the song for him to remember, like, the rest of his bars and shit. Um, uh, but I am curious, you going back to what you were saying, you are your own biggest critic. Um, I'm curious, what's the time that you find that you when you was performing live is like something that you did like you like really well compared to something that you think you need to work on?
I think the first time I performed, yeah, the first time I ever performed, I did this song that was unreleased, and I just remember like it was the first time where I like really seen people like listening to me and like really in tune, not just like listening just to listen or to be supportive, but like actually
Mm.
like wanting to hear what I wanted to say. And I just remember like being up there and it felt like everybody else in the room disappeared and it was just me and Guy. And I rapped it like effortlessly. And I try to do um a lot of my songs without any like backing vocals. So like it's me that you're hearing instead of hearing the song. Like you can go listen to the song in your car. You can't see a performance. And I want to give you that. So yeah, I would
No,
definitely say my first ever time performing, like it just felt really good. And since then I've been like loving that feeling.
no. What you feel like you need to work on for your live performance?
Uh, definitely breath control, like rapping everything clearly. So like I've seen this video of like Outkast where they used to go like jogging and then they would rap while they were jogging. So I'll be doing that.
Hmm.
But yeah, I think breath control and just like stage presence overall. I think sometimes I move a little too fast of like just getting to the next song instead of like connecting with the crowd and talking with the crowd and like letting them get to know me. I just be too focused on like performing instead of just allowing myself to have fun.
Mm.
So I think that too, and just yeah,
So, so is that also a little bit of engaging with the crowd?
yeah, engaging with the crowd. I think I'm
Okay.
getting a little bit better at it, but I do think that I'm gonna have to perform way more to really hone that in.
And I know I'm curious, do you record any of your live performance?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Do you post them?
Yeah, I posted some of them. The last one, I think the last performance I did, my brother forgot to record them, so I didn't get to get those ones. But for the most part, yeah, I
So,
usually have them recorded.
so let me spit some game to you. So with your recordings, just like if you remember MTV, they would showcase the artists being their bag behind the scenes, working on their music, how they prepare for their shows.
Yeah,
This could be another way that you could show engagement with your audience, let them get to know the creative, whatever you want to show them as an artist, uh, behind the scenes. So even with like the performance, you know, the whole shebang. Um, and then two, uh, you could, save that and build it up, a couple years of your career, and you could have like a little movie film out of that, like a documentary, which could be, considered a merch.
yeah,
So the fact that you're already, doing the beginning steps of that, shout out to you. That's smart.
appreciate that.
Um, and what songs did you get a chance to perform live?
Um, um, the I do so the night that my album came out, I performed the whole album in entirety at Firehouse Lounge in Austin. I think the funnest song for me to perform so far has been "Show Us." That seems to be the one that everybody loves the most. It's my most played. And one song that I do want to like start doing live more is "Pity Party." That's like my most played song ever. I really wasn't expecting that because it's one of the first songs I ever released with me singing, and
Mm.
I can't sing the best. Auto tune be saving my ass. Um, but it is something that I do want to like do more because it seems to be the song that really gets people's attention. So yeah, "Show Us," DK and Bernice, and "Pity Party" would probably be some of my favorite songs that I've performed.
So since you, for somebody, maybe that's you being your biggest critic. Uh, but for somebody that's getting attention for singing from the audience, at least when it comes, is this just from the sense of performing live that does get a lot of traction, or is this also getting a lot of traction on like, your social media?
Hold on, can you say it one more time?
So the song that you was referring to that you was singing on, I was curious, is that only getting attraction from you performing live? Like it getting like compared to like, your streaming?
No, it's from streaming.
Oh, so it's just from
Yeah,
streaming.
it's my most
So
streamed song. Like out of all of my songs, that's the one that's the most streamed, the most played.
so will this open up a door for, you exploring more of that?
Yeah, that's definitely one of the songs that I'm like thinking more of like promoting more and doing more because it is my most played and most requested song from people. Beat that and Show Us.
Okay. And do you have requirements for your songs to get like a music video? How you go about that?
I usually go out what I want to do more so than like, oh, this has the most streams to do this song. Sometimes I think about it like that, but for the most part, I'd be like, oh, I really like this song a lot. This would be a really cool visual, and then I go.
And do you, stay listening to your own music?
Yeah, still listen to my album to this.
So when you're listening to your music, are you being a listener, or, are you still critiquing your music? How
So
you go about that? Both.
yeah, sometimes I listen to enjoy, and then sometimes I listen and be like, oh, okay, we could have did that, or but for the most part, it's out. So I kind of just let it be instead of focus on what I could have did better or anything like that. I probably
Okay.
just enjoy it as a listener.
So, out of your song, what is your proudest uh song that you made that's out now compared to, your least favorite out of your catalog?
Proudest song I've made. Let's see. I think proudest song I've made is the last one on Guardian, Where You Been,
Hmm.
and then a song that's not out that I'm really proud of. Um, it's called So Unserious.
Is there a reason why?
I think it's I think it's my most honest song I've ever made, and like the hardest song I ever had to make. And I was like debating on putting it on Guardian, but it didn't fit Guardian, so I was like, no, I'm gonna wait. But it is definitely something that I want to like really. But it is the hardest song I ever made.
Okay. And I'm curious, do you have any merch?
Not yet. I am working on it with my brand. Like I said earlier, I have my brand. We don't want to grow up, and that's where I want to start venturing my merch through. I haven't spoken with nobody about it yet, but it is definitely something that I want to put into work soon.
Okay. And can you tell us a little bit more about this brand?
So we don't want to grow up. Really started from me. So like it plays into my artist name, and I just feel like us as adults, we tend to forget to let our inner kid out and to just be, because we get so caught up in bills or taking care of priorities that we forget everything else around us and forget to enjoy life. And like there's a point in time where even I was like that. So we don't want to grow up, kind of just keep it alive of like you can still take care of what you need to take care of, but like you don't have to lose yourself in the process of getting so consumed in it.
Okay. And I'm curious on for the brand, how many members do you have?
But we don't want to grow up.
Hmm.
Right now it's just me.
Okay. Um, and I'm curious, like, bringing this back to your name, how you came up with your artist name.
Uh, it really came with my friend. So I used to go by Tyler for a long time, but then we like looked and we was like, there's a lot of people that go by that. Um, so one day my mama was yelling at me and she was telling me that I needed to grow up. And then my brother just yelled at growchild out of nowhere. He's like, you need to go by growchild. And it just stuck.
No. And how you feel about, people chanting your name? Does it fit? Does it resonate with you?
Yeah, it fits. I'm a big ass kid.
Okay. Um, and uh, do you necessarily say that you have a fan base now?
Um, I want to say yeah.
Okay. From your perspective, um, uh, have you had a fan like, reach out and tell you how your music make them feel?
Yeah, I have. I like
Can
took a
you
song
give us?
down and he got mad at me. He was like, bro, I go to the gym with that every day.
You said you took a song down and
Yeah,
he
I had
got
took a
mad at
song
you?
down. So I was like, I don't really like it. And then basically he like DM'd me and was like, bro, I listen to that every day in the gym. Why the fuck you take it down? So I sent him the file
Do you put
upstairs.
it back? Do you put it back?
No, I just sent him the file.
Oh, but that's love. All right,
I was like,
that's
here, you can
love.
have the song personally for you.
That's love. Um, damn. And you said you took the song down because you didn't like it.
Nah,
Okay.
because the missing and
So
matching, like the missing was kind of off, and my brother pointed it out to me, and he was like, "Yo, you hear that?" And I was like, "Yeah." And I kind of rushed to drop it. So
No.
then he was like, nah, take that shit down. You embarrassing me.
Yeah. Okay, okay. So, uh, listen to your music. I have, um, I ain't had, I was pretty busy today, so I didn't have much time. But out of the time that I do have three songs that I was banging with. Actually, not make that four. Where You Been, DK, Vernice, uh, Why, and then Early Morning Wake Up.
Mm.
Uh, I enjoy those four songs listening to your catalog. So I happen to listen to 15, but in total, how many songs do you have out?
So five, four or five songs, I guess you could say.
So about what, 21,
I mean,
22?
you listening, I appreciate that regardless.
Oh no, that's what we do. We put your music on shuffle, uh, and listen to it, especially if you're an artist. We wherever you're doing, we tune in and see what you got going on, and then we ask you questions around that. Um, but we're gonna start off with the first song, DSB. You mind telling us about it?
Oh, down south, baby. Yeah, that's my love letter to the south. I'm from Texas. I was born in Kansas, but I was raised in Texas my whole life. So Texas is home to me. Outside is the home. So yeah, down south,
Okay.
baby is a homage to that. And then I got a guest speaker from Los Kemet, and he's from Mississippi, and he's perfect for it.
Uh, and how you go by, collaborations?
Um, Either they reach out to me or I reach out to them. For the most part, I
Okay.
try to make it personal, and like if I reach out to you, it's because I want you on it, because not just because of it's popular, but because I asked you, so you'd be a good fit on the song.
No, shout out to that. Next song, Where You Been? I fuck with this
Um, yeah, where you been is based off of a conversation between me and one of my friends. Uh, he basically called me and reached out to me. He told me, how you been? What's going on? And he was like, I know you'd be going, like, I was going through a really tough time at that time. And wasn't really doing anything but going to work and coming home, and that's about it. And he
one.
basically, like, reminded me to, like, well, and then the second part of that verse is basically my response. And I work with kids, so there's a line where I'm like, some kids give me life even when I'm not okay. It's a homage to them. Because working with them has, like, helped bring my kid back, and also has helped me grow in, like, so many ways. I'm always grateful for them.
That's what's up. Um, and how you go about structuring your album?
I try to make it sound as cohesive as I can. Like, I want it to feel like you listening to a story. So I try to make sure everything falls in place together. Which just comes with just sitting and listening to it countlessly to the point where it's driving me insane. And just figuring out, like, does this tie into the next song well? Does it flow well? Is this song like completely left field, and then this song, like, do the feelings change? How do I want the feelings to change? How do I want people to feel when they hear this? And just breaking it down. And I do most of that with my brother.
No. And uh, do you have any plans, for future work?
Yeah, I like a lot of music, like a lot of music.
Oh,
I'm already working on another album.
okay.
I did kind of take a step back for a little bit because I was like, I don't have nothing to say because I have so much music. So I'm just trying to put stuff together, but for the most part, I just been getting back into the midst of, like, being in the studio and shooting content and just working.
And I'm curious, how will you describe your sound?
I think my sound is, mm, I think my sound is a collection of a lot of things. It's very soulful but fun and like just life music, music you can live with through your day to day. I have to describe it in some way.
No. And what genre will you put yourself in?
Hip hop, rap. I'm a rapper.
Okay. Will we see you expand in any other genre?
I would like to. I'm not against it. I definitely want to challenge myself more. Um, I like R&B.
Any
I
particular
would like to
industry?
do something like that.
R&B?
Yeah, like R&B, but
Okay.
even like indie rock. I like indie rock a lot. That's something that I would like want to try out, just to see what works and what don't. Not really afraid of any genre, to be honest. I just kind of want to see what I can
Okay.
do and put myself.
Okay. I recommend staying tuned to our platform. We drop about 3 to 4 artists a week from folk, rock, you name it. So you're definitely looking to expand uh, other genre. We got you on that. And
Definitely.
we actually have a few collaboration that you might be interested in. We partner up with Jet Production. They make short action films, and they're looking to collaborate with artists for soundtracks for their short films.
Oh, okay.
Uh, Even willing to help the artists create an action music video as well.
I'm not against
Our
that.
second, okay, I'll send you more information after the
Yeah,
show.
that sounds.
And then our second collaboration, Mason Knee Ladder, 2D animator. So if you're looking to get your logos or animated music video, uh, that's a guy that we would recommend if you're looking to get connected.
Yeah, definitely send me these. I would love to.
I bet. Uh, Definitely gonna send you their links over, and you get a 20 percent discount on us uh, with the animator.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
No problem. Bring this back to your song DK and Bernice. Really was fucking with the second half. That one really caught my attention. The switch up.
Hmm.
Um, the first part was cool. I don't necessarily got no problem with it, but I feel like the second half really stand out to me. But tell us more about the song.
So DK is a name that me and my brother used to call. His name was Dalen. Well, his name is Dalen, and my name is Keaton. So he went by DK, and we always used to hoop together. And that's like my childhood friend. So that whole first half is about him and just us as kids. Him being at my house at like 9 in the morning and like waking me up so we could walk all the way across the city to go to the YMCA to go play basketball. And like that was his dream. And like I started off rapping with him, and when I wanted to quit, he was the reason why I kept going. And
Okay.
then Bernice is a childhood street that my brother stayed on in Carver Cove. It was Bernice Drive. And basically we used to meet up there as kids, and we used to play basketball on the side of his street since we were kids, and all of us used to meet up. And that was basically a song and homage to all of my childhood friends. We don't really speak no more, but that song just reminisces on like how that used to feel from us just like smoking and just being kids and being out being bad and shit, to just like some of my deepest conversations have happened on that street.
Okay. And personally, how has your music, grown, since you started to now?
Um, it just sounds a lot better. I think like my storytelling has got a lot better, and just even writing songs and putting songs together has just got a lot better. And I can hear it every time I listen to my music. I can hear the progression every time with every song. So it's just
Okay.
continue to make music and see where it goes.
That's dope. And so I'm curious, what do you have a fun fact about yourself that we don't know about?
Um, I used to play tuba in band when I was in junior high, and that's how I know like measures and like 1, 2, 3, 4 and stuff like that because I was in band. and I'm in choir in fifth grade, but I think she only let me on out of like pity.
Damn.
I remember everybody in that whole laughing.
So you used to be part of what was it, a marching band?
I wouldn't say it was a marching band, but just like you know how you got like those electives when you're a kid, you can be in band or art and stuff like that. I did band
Okay,
and I played keyboard.
okay, okay. And how was that experience for
Um, I didn't realize how much it impacted me until I got older. I do
you?
know really enjoyed playing music, so it just led more and more to me being into music. But we never like when we used to go to our band competitions, like I'd be dead serious. Like we was not losing.
Okay. And I'm also curious when it comes to your music video, what's your creativity beyond that?
I really just been studying a lot of videos. I don't think I've made the video that I really want to make yet, just because like it's gonna take some money.
Oh, you make your own videos?
Nah. He with the lens, he got my video for Fellas, and like he like really helped me on like seeing things differently and creatively, like put me onto a lot of the game. Um,
Okay.
so but I don't think that like the video that I have in my mind, I haven't made it yet.
Okay. That's understandable. Your music video. Wait, how many music videos do you have so far?
I
Two?
think four. Huh?
Uh, huh, what you say?
Yeah, I think I've only made done four music videos if I'm correct. Four or five.
Okay. Out of your music videos so far, which one is your favorite?
It's Stella. It's definitely Stella.
You might tell us why.
I just think it was the funnest one that I did, and like I had like a like my spit a lot in that video. I was very like, oh yeah, this is it, and it came out really good.
Another uh fun question. If your music wasn't colored, what color would it be and why?
It would be olive green because or just green period. That's my favorite color. I like to be in nature a lot, and a lot of my music. When I listen to it, I like to go to places with a lot of trees and just kind of sit and just sit with it. It's kind of how I picture myself.
So that's another fun fact about you. So you enjoy, nature life,
Oh yeah, be
um,
outside.
trees. You're an animal person?
Yeah, I have. Yeah, I made garden in honor of my dog Bruno that I got. Uh, he saved my life basically. To put it short.
Uh, Shout out to, and you also do art.
I don't do art. My the cover art for garden. My brother, he painted all of that. That was all him.
Oh, so you say you got it made,
Yeah,
and
I got the cover
okay.
art made, and it was made by my brother Shawnee Soul. He created that entire art. Listened to me. I gave him a breakdown of everything. He like sent me all his rough drafts and his ideas. But basically, he did all of that.
Mm,
That was all him.
shout out. And I'm curious as well. So you're an artist, songwriter. Are we missing anything else?
Um, I guess I'm about to start a brand soon. My merch, but
Brand.
yeah, for the most
Yeah.
part, that's my thing.
Okay. Okay. Just make sure. Um. Yeah. Just hearing how this project, came together, with the people in your circle and everything. I'm really impressed. I think this says a lot for your creativity, and you know, from me just being a listener, I'm definitely open to see, what more y'all can do to coming together. Um, uh, so I'm definitely looking forward to more projects from you.
I'm grateful. Thank you.
Do do you have anything planned? Uh, any more like planned performance or anything?
I My biggest thing right now is so they have this performance thing in Austin called the pre-roll, and so I want to start doing more shows there and just continue to keep it and go from there. But I don't have any shows coming up so far, and I would love to. So if you're listening, please
Oh,
tap in. 'Cause I do want to perform.
oh. And when it comes to talent, who could uh, use or work with or connect with when it comes to talent from other artists, YouTube reactors, you name it.
For the most, the biggest one that I've met so far that's like really helped me is Moody Banks. Really helped me meet a lot of people, and like the reason I got my performance at Austin Firehouse, like introduced me to them. Um, my brother
Mm,
Frank Luca, that's my right hand man. He do everything with me. He go everywhere with me for the most part. If he's looking for me, you gonna find him most likely. I haven't really met too many people yet, but eventually I would
mm,
love to do that. I think right now it's just I'm at the introduction stage of like, okay, so this is who I am, and now I have product to sell. Before I didn't have any product to
no,
sell, I just perform a lot of unreleased songs. But now I have 15, like 15, 20 songs performed now.
okay. Yeah, this is the platform to promote. So wherever if you are looking for like, for example, producers, you name it, because like anybody can listen to this EP and they'd be like, "Yo, I'm exactly what you looking for." Um, so if you got any talent in mind, we can hear this from you.
Wait, can you say that one more time?
So our platform will, give you the space to promote, whatever you are looking for or message that you want to put out. So when it comes to talent, if like for example you're looking to collaborate with more producers or, collaborate with people that, got their own shows for you to perform at, put it out there.
hmm Um, yeah, my Instagram and my Twitter is growchild. You can reach my email at growchildgrow@gmail.com. I'm open to anything. I would love to work with anybody. If I like their shit, I like their shit. And if you like mine, you like mine. I would love to collaborate with y'all and hear from y'all. So I'm grateful for any opportunity, and I'm also grateful that y'all you are taking this time to even interview me.
Mm.
Yeah,
That was well deserved. So from our understanding, you're looking to collaborate with anybody that got potential for your growth.
yeah. Anybody that feels that they would like to work with me or feel that we could build something, not afraid to collaborate.
Okay.
But with that,
Okay. All right, shout out to you. Um, how you feeling on time?
I'm feeling great. It's up to you. You have anything else
So
that you would like to ask?
yeah, I'm gonna bring this right back to your music to give you opportunity to promote it.
Yeah, cool.
Um, next song, Why? I also enjoyed this one.
Yeah, that's a that's a personal one. Why is about one of my past lovers. Um, we struggled a lot, and so basically, I ended each verse with why do you love me? And basically, like in that song, I just named my struggles, not only from her, but for me. So like the first verse is about me and like struggling to have a job and like being financially stable or even just as an artist and like releasing music and her asking why do I love her? And then the second verse is me like addressing it like why doesn't she see what I see? And like even like obviously
Oh, you cut out.